I must say, I really love this stuff, mate. Nemanja Matic, now of Lyon. Who ruddy knew? I didn't. It's coming up against Andre Onana after the comments. I saw Mark Goldbridge on X say it's like WWE. I ain't watched WWE since it was WWF when I was a little young man. But this is funny AF. And I do think Nemanja Matic is probably at that point in his career where he just does not care what he says. He's won all sorts, you know, most notably with Chelsea. He's 36 now. And of course, I'm going to get into these comments. It stems from Andre Onana essentially saying Manchester United are way better than Lyon. We're going to explore that notion. This, of course, is ahead of their Europa League game on Thursday. Look, amidst all this excitement, Arsenal rightly getting huge amount of praise for spanking Real Madrid yesterday in the Champions League. I have reacted to that result, so do go watch that video if you're interested in a Chelsea fan being incredibly concerned about Arsenal's win against Real Madrid, while at the same time laughing at Madrid. That's fun. But amidst that, you know, of course, you've got Barca playing. You've got the really tasty tie between PSG and Aston Villa. It's all popping off. No one really gives a ruddy so-and-so about my mob's competition in the Conference League. Fine. But yeah, the Europa League. And to be honest, like, we'll look at Lyon. We all know about Man United. They're languishing in the lower half of the table. Amorim's got his job cut out for him, you know, in terms of sorting them out. I do actually think he will come good eventually, should he be given the chance. And I think he's a good gaffer, to be honest. I've spoken about that as well on this channel before. But yeah, so quickly, this is in response to Andre Onana in a pre-match press conference saying Manchester United are way better than Lyon. And then, of course, the corresponding media press conference was Nemanja Matic, who can speak English, responding. Nemanja Matic, of course, was at Chelsea initially an early spell, went on loan, and eventually sold to Benfica, but then brought back to Chelsea by Jose Mourinho for 3 years, and he was excellent in that spell, winning the Premier League twice with both Mourinho and, of course, Antonio Conte on top of his game, sold to Man United. Didn't really win much, and he said he did say he was disappointed that when he got to Man United they weren't all about winning trophies as they were at Chelsea. Of course, Chelsea domestically hadn't been the same again since then. I know we'd go on to win the Champions League with Tuchel, but Chelsea really haven't been good domestically since, well, 8 years ago. Jesus. That hurts my brain. But yes, so he left Man United and he went to Roma. I remember that. And then I just assumed he was in Turkey or MLS or something. But no, he went to Rennes. And then Lyon. And he's played 39 times for Lyon. So he is an important player for them. The 6'4" Serbian defensive midfielder. Has he still got it? 36! Old! I mean, same age as me. Jesus, that makes me sad. I mean, Casemiro is 33. He's 3 years younger. And everyone thinks Casemiro's washed. It's 3 years older than Casemiro. So that's just me getting my head around the situation with Nemanja Matic, catching up of the law of where he is. Right, context. Oh, it's not there. That's fun. Let's just pull it up then. Pull it up, Jamie. This is the tweet from Romano citing what happened. So Matic has responded to the comments of Andre Onana. He says, Onana said they're way better than us. When you and this is obviously a condensed version because he sort of, you know, moves around the statement. But he said, when you are one of the worst goalkeepers in Manchester United history, you need to take care about what you are talking about. If it's Van der Sar, Schmeichel, or De Gea saying that, okay. But Onana, he's one of the worst. If you actually watch the clip, he sort of doubles down and says he statistically is the worst in Manchester United's modern history. So he is giving slaps. And why not? Why the ruddy heck not? It's top banter. It's box office. It's theatrical. It's ruddy good fun. Yeah? And why not? Like, why not Lyon? So we're going to take a look at Lyon now. So hold on. We know Man United. Look, Andre Onana can be very good. I'm not going to complete, but he can also be an absolute, he could be basically put on in joke performances. My goalkeeper's Robert Sanchez. By the way, I saw a statistic on social media saying Robert Sanchez, Chelsea goalkeeper, has the highest save percentage in the Premier League. Which is fine. But stats don't always tell the story, do they? Because he has most errors leading to goal in freaking Europe or something, which for my money is much worse. So we've seen the band, like we know the situation with United. I think although that game against Man City was one of the most boring football matches you will ever see in your life, like a lot of people described it as a Kevin De Bruyne testimonial match. Yeah, I see that. You know, lots of Gary Neville criticism and stuff. But I do think there is... When Bruno Fernandes is playing really well, I see Man United possibly winning, the Europa League. Yeah, I do. I think the favourites are Man United, probably Tottenham still, despite Tottenham being poor, and maybe Athletic Club. I'm just quickly, as I'm speaking to you now, I'm Googling the Europa League faves. So actually, wowee, Athletic Bilbao are the favourites. Yeah. They are the favourites, shortly followed by Manchester United in a close second. This is what the bets are going on. I'm just going to quickly look at La Liga table quickly, because Athletic Bilbao, so the Athletic Bilbao, they're in 4th place. They're in 4th place in the Spanish league. They represent the favourites. So to be honest, Lyon, right? So these are what the bookmakers are saying, which of course is changed by what people are saying and, backing. Athletic Club, Bilbao, top. Man United, Tottenham, 2nd and 3rd. Lazio, fine. Eintracht Frankfurt, and then Lyon. Lyon are like 11-1. So massive outsiders. Maybe this is why Andre Onana's bringing the heat, because he's looked at what the bookies are saying and they're like, oh, wow, we're much better odds than them. We must be much better. Right, well, let's have a look, shall we? Excuse me, hay fever's off the chain. So this is Liga. They're 5th currently, only behind Strasbourg. Top 4, of course, qualifying. The 4th is a playoff of the Champions League. Strasbourg doing incredibly well under Liam Rossinier, of course. And Lyon, top 5, 48 points, 1 point off Champions League spot. If we go down here, baby girl, look, this is the one, bro. Guys, average, this is SofaScore, of course, average SofaScore rating. This is not highest rating, this is average rating. Rayan MFing Cherky. We'll remember him, I've covered him on the other channel before. He's only 21! How is he only 21 still? He's been 21 for about 5 years. My word. He's, of course, this attacking midfielder, bow-footed, which is always lovely to see. And, yeah, he's like I suppose, the Bruno Fernandes of Lyon. As you can see here, look at these ratings. Incroyable. Incredible, really. Why? Is it the latest? Why is this in the Europa League? So, yeah, he's been tearing up the Europa League, essentially. There. I would be interested in seeing his last game for reference. Let me just pause while I find that. Okay, here we go. Last game they played Lille, which is a high-profile game. Cherky scored as well with Lacazette, scoring a penalty to defeat the mighty Lille. And player of the match is the man himself, Rayan Cherky. How they're lining up with 4-2-3-1. Nemanja Matic looking like he's stinking out the gaff before chatting breeze about Man United and Andre Onana. I tell you what, Lacazette, he will want to dunk on Manchester United. Absolutely. Tolisso, obviously high profile. Tagliafico! I always wondered what happened to him. Remember, he's been linked to Chelsea, and I said we should sign Ben Chilwell and not Tagliafico. And we went on to win the Champions League with Ben Chilwell. Matter. Yeah, I mean, look. Maitland-Niles, Arsenal player. He'll fancy putting in a good performance against Man United. And, I mean, let's be real, guys. It's Rayan Cherky. Apparently, he came on. Yeah, he came on and scored. He was being rested for... Sorry, Rayan Cherky here. He came on for an injured player who apparently he was being rested anyway for the Manchester United game. I'm really looking forward to this, I must say. I really, really am, because it's heating up, bro. Compare teams. match. So is this in the Europa League? Okay, so just for reference. Man United have had a good record in Europe. They're doing slightly better. They've both played 10 games, obviously. Though, Olympique Lyonnais, Lyon have scored more goals than Man United. They've conceded less goals than Man United. Man United basically have more ball, more passing essentially here. But Lyon are better at goal scoring and Lyon are better at defending. Miscellaneous, maybe edged by Man United. I'm really buzzing for this game. On a personal note, I'm really happy because I can watch it, because the Chelsea Conference League game, which I have to prioritise as a Chelsea fan and someone that covers Chelsea a lot, that's an early kickoff. I'm going to cover it, work it, and I'm going to switch my buttocks over to this game and pray for Man United's downfall. But we'll see. What do you think, guys? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. As always, I'll thank you for supporting this content. I upload at least once a day here. Maybe more. I'll react to games tonight, probably in the Champions League. So keep it locked. I'll thank you as always for joining me, and I do hope to see you soon. Mwah, peace.